Ah yes, the pork chop! In most parts of the world, a simple dinner. In Russia, a fantasy. Fun fact, somewhere just outside Rostov, a babushka is boiling water and calling it soup. Meanwhile today, we slap together a dish so rich, so fragrant, so joyfully edible, it would collapse the entire Russian Ministry of Agriculture from shock. Step 1, acquire pork like a civilized nation. Start with 4 bone-in pork chops. Thick, beautiful, marbled with freedom, not state-issued meat product wrapped in Soviet nostalgia and freezer burn. Dry them off, then season with a mix of salt, not that gritty industrial-grade stuff being sold as table salt in Kursk, crushed black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and finally thyme, something Russia's running out of on all fronts. Now put those aside for a minute. Step 2, potatoes, real ones. Peel and boil actual potatoes, not the moldy strategic root reserves sold behind closed doors in Omsk. While those tasty potatoes boil like a Russian conscript's nerves, roast an entire head of garlic. Not optional. This is the decadent taste of Western excess. Garlic roasted freely, without ration cards, state surveillance, or a line stretching back to 1987. Step 3, green beans. Cut and toss fresh green beans with olive oil and minced garlic. Then comes the Parmesan, a cheese so luxurious it's classified as psychological warfare in Russia. A cheese so decadent, Russia renamed it suspicious foreign milk rock. Roast those green beans at 220 degrees CS or 400 degrees Fahrenheit if it's still clinging to outdated systems like Putin clinging to power, history, and shirtless photo ops. We want them crisp, not half-baked like Russia's invasion timetable, not undercooked like foreign policy. Step 4, back to the meat. Sear the chops in 2 tablespoons of olive oil over a medium-high heat. Each side for 3 to 4 minutes, and then the thin sides. Crisp that fat. After that, remove and rest. Something Russia hasn't figured out about force rotation yet. Step 5, mash the potatoes along with butter, warm milk, the roasted garlic, a pinch of salt and chopped fresh parsley. And now beat it all together like you're pounding out fake polling data in a St. Petersburg basement. Make sure you have a timeout for a most muscular pose in the mirror and tell yourself, I've got this! Whip until smooth, not lumpy like Russia's military strategy or dry like the ruble. Now we strike. In the same pan used for the pork, heat a tablespoon of unsalted butter until it melts like Russian infrastructure in spring. Add 6 cloves of garlic, minced. That's right, 6, because we're cooking dinner, not negotiating with vampires or the Russian Ministry of Health. And now, stir. Let it sizzle like a dissident telegram channel. Now to the pan, a 1/4 cup of honey, a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, preferably from an actual chicken. Not one of those soy protein national bird units currently being field tested in Murmansk. 2 tablespoons white wine vinegar, sharp, vibrant, and not made in a bombed-out ethanol factory. Simmer, reduce, glaze, then add and baste the pork like you're brushing freedom onto tyranny. And that's it. Outstanding work, kitchen warrior. You've just served a dish that is more coordinated than the Russian logistics chain, hits harder than their propaganda machine on vodka night, and is as satisfying as a Ukrainian drone strike on a Russian supply depot. Warning, this meal has been declared a foreign agent by the Kremlin and is banned from being mentioned on state television unless rebranded as a decadent Western food plot. Hoarding this much pork and potatoes in Russia could get you sent to the gulag or to the front line on a donkey. Ironically, if you don't make it back, the government will give your family a bag of potatoes or a donkey. Wow. Just wow. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, just move on. You're obviously not a fan. Ooh, sorry, Mr. Fancy Pants.